What's good, Internet? My name is attackslug, and welcome back to my Let's Play of WWE Day of Reckoning 2 for the GameCube. Yesterday, the mystery was lifted there as we learned what we knew all along, which was we got screwed over by Edge and Jericho and Randy Orton, and I was just a patsy. They wanted to get rid of Triple H, but I was collateral damage. Anyway, I was also demoted to Velocity, and that was kind of terrible. So here we go, a very special tournament. Is it for my U.S. Championship? Who knows? We'll see. Let me holla at you, players. This Sunday is one of the greatest pay-per-view events of all time, the Royal Rumble. 30 superstars from SmackDown and Raw will be competing in this very ring for a title opportunity at WrestleMania, and there's only one belt right now, so that's the belt. Now, I'm here to announce a very special tournament that will happen right here tonight on SmackDown. You see, while the 28, 29, and 30 spots in the Rumble are spoken for, the 27 is the last spot to be filled, and they tell us every year that, by the numbers, 27 has produced more winners of the Royal Rumble. I don't need to tell you the advantage a superstar would have if he entered the Rumble in the 27th spot. He might only need to outlast 4 or 5 other superstars to win. So tonight, we're going to have a little tournament to see which SmackDown superstar will earn that spot on Sunday. Anyone who doesn't have a title can sign up on the sheet outside my office. Good luck, players. So, not me. I'm the U.S. champion. Here we go with a match against someone for some reason. I'm the U.S. champion. Is what it is. There we go. Ooh, Chavo. So, am I defending here against Chavo, or what is the point of this match? After being banished to Velocity for a week, what is the point of this SmackDown match, playa? Holla holla. Seems to be just a regular match to fill time, so sure, why not? Anyway, welcome to Friday. The weekend is here, you guys. It is happening, and there is wrestling news to discuss. First and foremost, the first taping for the Mae Young Classic started last night, so there were a handful of deets coming out of that. Obviously, if you want to go see the full spoilers, they are on the internet. It's not going to air until August or something like that, so is what it is. Anyway, I got to get my brain off of Fire Pro and onto this game because I am so used to playing Fire Pro now, so that's going to be a problem. Anyway, they have now announced the full 32 competitors for the Mae Young Classic, and the most surprising name on there would be Serena Deeb, who is back after a bit of a, she's been gone since she got fired for not living up to the straight edge society goals. She wasn't keeping it kayfabe, basically. She was out drinking, and considering she was in the straight edge society, shouldn't have been out drinking, basically. So, there's that bit of beardness. Reversed it, Chavo. Who dat? World's strongest slam. World's sluggest slam. So yeah, she is back. I guess she's been doing like the indies and doing yoga instruction and something like that. So it will be. I'll be curious if they actually re-sign her as part of NXT or main roster or whatever. I have to imagine she's at least looking at what they did to Mickie James, being like, maybe I'll just show up for this tournament and then not be on main roster, because they just are not using Mickie really that well or much at all. I haven't seen her on TV in a bit, so, there's that. Also, Chavo here, giving me the business, which is like, what? You're Chavo. I should be having as much problem with Chavo as I had with Kenzo Suzuki, which is to say, none. But, I think that was a gory special there, which is weird. How about you actually reverse a thing when it comes to finishers? I hate you guts. Do not knock me out. He knocked me out. Chavo knocked me out. We're off to a bad start today. What in the world? What in the world? Also, as part of the Mae Young Classic, we have the debut of Kairi Hojo, aka Kairi Sane, and she is apparently, at least for this tournament, she is keeping her pirate princess gimmick. That's cool. And more importantly, she did the elbow drop, which is kind of what she's known for. And we all know that WWE has a habit of signing folks and then not letting them use the things that they pretty much got them over in the first place. They have a bad habit of doing that. So, thankfully for at least this tournament, she is still using one of the best elbow drops in the business today. So, that's cool. And also, showing up at this tournament for reasons that are unknown, so begin your speculation, just kind of in the crowd, hanging out, watching the show, Ronda Rousey, who's kind of been who's kind of just vanished into obscurity after several very high-profile losses in UFC. So, begin your speculation again. But it's funny that she's like, oh, here she is hanging out with Triple H. Now, we know that Triple H in NXT is not the same Triple H in the main roster, because obviously the last interaction between those two on the main roster was at WrestleMania when both him and Steph got that hip toss, and then The Rock was there, and that whole thing, right? So there's that. But yeah, so Ronda Rousey hanging out. I think one of her friends is actually in that tournament, so that would kind of make sense as to why she would show up. But, you know, for someone who's been off the radar since her last loss in UFC, that's kind of surprising. Also, what's kind of surprising is the reversals and the just difficulty here in fighting Chavo, which is devastating. Devastating. Because if he hits two finishers in a row again, that's gonna be a problem. All I'm saying, it's gonna be a problem. Let's try so. Let's work some submission holds here and kind of try to wear the man down. Wear him down. Speaking of potential signings and potential things that are done deals, hearing mixed reports on the signing or not signing, or I guess no one knows, of Shelton Benjamin. I've been hearing it's a done deal, and then that it also wasn't a done deal. So no one's really sure, but I would imagine if it was gonna be a done deal before they had done the testing for his injury, then why wouldn't it be a done deal now, right? That makes the most sense, right? Also, why is Chavo so difficult? I don't really know. I mean, I know I've been playing a lot of Fire Pro, but seriously, low blow to Chavo. Get up, get up, get up. Oh, really? That's what I get for getting. What I get for getting too caught up in my own hubris here, because now again we get Chavo doing his finisher garbage, and he's gonna knock me out again, most likely. So, brainbuster. Not cool, Chavo. Not cool. Really? A submission? Really? And I missed it. Okay. Where else we got here? They've announced a post-Raw interview for Kurt Angle after Raw. So whatever big announcement he has with that whole bit of Raw business, we're going to have something going on there. So I'm very curious to see what that is. Hopefully not Dixie Carter, because I can pretty much guarantee you that the average wrestling fan has no idea who Dixie Carter is. So that might not go how they would think it would go. And also, he just reversed the Slug's floater and rolled me up. Are you serious, bro? Are you... I'm going to get through the rest of this news here. This match takes 15 tries. I'm getting through this news. It's going to happen. But why is Chavo suddenly I've beaten guys way better than Chavo with way less problems. I don't understand. I really don't get it. Anyway, yeah, so they got the Kurt Angle interview after Raw, which I'm, alright, sure. I'm sure that could be interesting, but who knows? We'll see. What else? Screw you, Chavo. Gail Kim is going to retire by the end of the year. And man, did they seriously waste her in her last run in the WWE. So she's back on Impact, or she's been back on Impact, but she's had like a 17-year career, which for a woman in the business, that's a long career. There's not a whole lot of them that go, you know, past, say, 5 years or even 10. So 17 is some serious business. So, you know, much obliged to Gail Kim, because she's pretty awesome, and best of luck in her retirement. Hopefully an actual retirement, like, say, Shawn Michaels, and not a Terry Funk retirement, which is not actually a retirement. You egg-sucking dog. Terry Funk has been trying to retire since, like, 83. It's ridiculous. Anyway. See if we can take out Chavito, a.k.a. Swagger's Soaring Eagle, P.S. Nope. Punch the man. Punch the man and gut-wrench suplex the man. Do what you must do. That was wrong. Apparently the ticket sales for Battleground, which is the next pay-per-view from WWE, are not going too well in Philly, which is going to have the Punjabi prison match. And apparently you can get them a bit cheaper than they were, because they're just not selling too well, and that's like next Sunday. So that's kind of serious. Get up your ticket sale game, you guys. Come on now. Come on now. Not good. Not good. And finally, we have a confirmation from the Road Dogg, who is kind of like the chief guy in charge of SmackDown these days, that the pyro stuff is a cost-cutting measure. And then, after a few months, people will get used to it, and then it'll be normal. And I'm like, no. Pyro's cool. Like, when you have guys and you design their entrance to have pyro, that's a cool thing. And so when you lose that, it is definitely disappointing, to say the least. So, having a guy like Brock Lesnar not have the pyro in his entrance just takes away from the impact of that entrance. Also, Chavo here is just reversing all of my moves, and I do not appreciate this garbage from Chavo here. So, taunt the man. Over. Stomp a mud hole, walk it dry, headlock, on hunger, do what you gotta do, because this is the third time I'm having this match, and I don't appreciate it. So I will keep kicking him right in the Jimmy Johns until I can hit more slug exploders, and more slug exploders, and maybe one more will put away Chavo for good this time. Of all the folks I would have thought would have had a difficult match, Chavo, not high on my list. 3 count. Finally! Well then, we have defeated the very difficult, very wily veteran in Chavo Guerrero Jr. And now, something. What is happening? Heidenreich. Heidenreich. Am I fighting Heidenreich? I thought if you were a champion, you weren't in this tournament on SmackDown. That doesn't make any sense. I'm the U.S. champion. Why would you ignore that? What is happening here? Unless this is a cutscene for something else, or I'm fighting Heidenreich. I'm fighting Heidenreich. Apparently, I'm in this tournament, which means like I'm going to have at least 2 more matches, so we're going to have some jump cuts here eventually. Because, what the hell? It took 3 tries to beat Chavo. If it takes 3 tries to beat Heidenreich and then somebody else, that's a problem. Because I've already had matches where it took me 3 tries to beat Heidenreich. Come on now. And no option to save in between. It's kind of messed up, you guys. Okay, here we go. Already with the knocking me down, being Heidenreich, this is going to go real well. Reversal punch! There we go. Slam the man. World's sluggest slam. Oh boy. So, yeah, I have my doubts about the success of this match first time around, But I will give it the old slug try and see if I can't make a thing happen with the Fujiwara armbar. On to Heidenreich. We're looking to hit as many finishers as possible early on here, and then hope that things work out with a variety of maneuvers. But yeah, so I'm still kind of... Nope, wrong move. I'm still kind of on the fence about what they're going to do with this Kurt Angle situation on Monday. I'm hoping it's good, but they've had a history of doing, you know, these kinds of mystery angles and then having the payoff just not be great. Like, I mean, as long as it's not Hornswoggle, I think we're okay, but it could be Hornswoggle. You never know. You never know with these things. Who they're going to decide to choose as their, you know, mystery thing. And again, I don't think that Dixie Carter is a great choice, because even though they are going to be, I guess, in or near Nashville for Raw, and that kind of is her home territory, I don't think that the fans are going to care about Dixie Carter. And I know Eric Bischoff has said, yeah, it's going to be Dixie, and it's going to be very similar to the AJ Styles Claire thing in TNA. I kind of have a basic knowledge of, but really didn't watch any of that stuff in TNA, so I really couldn't speak to how bad that was. Although I've heard it was pretty bad. Like, it's not a comparison you want for that kind of angle. So, no pun intended, Kurt Angle. Anyway, yeah. So there's that, and now the Heidenreich reversals begin, which is not cool. Heidenreich, not cool. Stop reversing all of my moves. I don't appreciate all of these reversals. Seriously, I don't appreciate it. It's not. Just got a break off there. There we go. Give me a break. Give me a break. Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar. This show is not sponsored by Kit Kat, man. That'd be delicious if it was, but it's not. And now Heidenreich is getting a hit finisher because reasons. Poke you in the eye. No, Heidenreich. No. Okay. Pick him up. Slug. Sploder. Number 1. Hit that man. Hit that boy. Pick him up. Nope. Slug. Sploder. Number 2. Into the corner, which is too close to the ropes here, so that's going to be a break, but we'll try to maneuver it. There we go. That's a pretty good maneuvering. Count it, ref. 2 count. Alright, well, we need at least one more Slug Sploder, but I feel like I hit 2 finishers, right? And that wasn't enough. But I feel like if Heidenreich hits 2 finishers, much like Chavo did, he'll just knock me out. Or just get the pinfall that easy. And that would not surprise me, because the game just decides to be more difficult when it feels like being more difficult. And granted, this is a tournament to be number 27 in the Royal Rumble, which is, you know, I guess a good thing for me. I don't want to play the whole Rumble, but this is a game that won't let you lose, right? You're not allowed to lose. If you lose, rematch. Oh, here we go. Here we go with this hot garbage. Oh, no, Heidenreich. Oh, I didn't get it. I didn't get it. Now he's trying to do the Cobra Clutch. He's trying to do the Cobra Clutch. No, I don't want to hit. Alright. It ran out, but he still has, like, 2 more. How does he have 2 more? He used 1. How did he have 3? Somebody tell me that. How is he building his meter so high? He's Heidenreich. For real, though. For real, though. You want to get hit with a submission? I'll hit you with a submission. It's the slug mission machine. It's the slug, whatever I call it. I forget. Slug mission. Slug mission. And then, nope. I thought I had another. He reversed it. He reversed it. I thought I had another slug exploder there, and it was not the case. Fans are chanting for Heidenreich. I don't understand why. He's Heidenreich. Like, what? In what world is that right? In what world is he a face? Also, all those reversals are just building his meter so high. I can get hit with, like, 15 freaking finishers here. That's not cool. There we go. At least something. Power slam. In my favor. Something in my favor here. Just a little bit because it's been an absolute nightmare fighting Heidenreich here on this show. And the chance that I'm going to be in a third match here momentarily is not exactly appealing, considering I'm not allowed to save in between these matches. Now, that was several slug spoilers and a slug mission. If that's not enough, okay, I wouldn't be sure what would be enough at that point to beat Heidenreich. Okay, I beat Heidenreich. Is that it? Is that all there is to it? Did I win this little tournament set up by Teddy Long? How do I even... Oh no, it's JBL! Big old bully! JBL is here. That's not cool. Is he the current champion? I thought it was John Cena. I don't even know anymore. Uh-oh. Now hold on just a minute there, son. You may have beaten a human chia pet and a poetry reading basket case to get this far, but this here's the end of the road. And that's because your opponent in the finals is me. Let me remind you who I am. I am John Bradshaw Layfield. I am a successful stock analyst. I am a captain of industry. I am a best-selling author. I am a former and future WWE champion. I am, by all accounts, a wrestling god. Ball game, Michael. Now look here, Slug. You seem like a reasonable man. Let me make you a proposal. How's that? What say you take the rest of the night off? I'd love to. I mean, think about it. You're playing with house money. Why not just quit while you're ahead? The fact is, you've had a great showing in this tournament tonight, and nobody can take that away from you. You're still the U.S. champion. You've got nothing to hang your head about. Just walk away. There's no shame in that. I mean, you'll still be in the Rumble, right? If you leave now, you'll be sure to get to this Sunday on a winning note. Hell, tell you what, I'll even consider you for my first defense of the WWE title once I win it back at WrestleMania. That's a great offer coming from a businessman like JBL. You've got nothing to lose. And let's face facts, you've lost a lot already this year. The World Heavyweight Championship, your job on Raw, the tag titles, and your girlfriend, Cece. 4 things. So you see, I'm giving you a chance to be a winner for a change. You'd be half crazy not to take it. So come on, what do you say? I say JBL is poopy. Well, I'd say I'm probably half crazy, JBL, because you can take your offer and shove it. You claim to be a wrestling god? Your little dog and pony show makes me want to pray to the porcelain god. If you catch my drift, I just said that JBL was poopy. I need that championship more than you know. And there's no offer a 10-gallon goofball like you could possibly make that would convince me to walk away right now. Not only am I going to face you for that number 27 spot, I'm going to do it right now. Just let me save the game. So get down here before I pull those stupid longhorns off your limo and stick them so far up your... you'll be able to use them for a toothpick. Shine them up real nice. And I have a choice. I don't trust JBL. There's only one way to make sure he can't cheat me out of it. I have to face him in a match with no rules, a hardcore match. Or, I don't need any fancy gimmicks. One-on-one singles match. You know what? I do need fancy gimmicks. A hardcore match. And that will not be in this video. So, I'm going to kind of just play like a minute and then jump cut to the end because there's a good chance I'm going to lose here like 3 times. So, there's that. So sorry for all you JBL fans if there are any of you out there still. Ball game. But I'm already at a half hour here. These lights are hot. It's summer, and I have things to do today. But I will watch this entrance here for JBL. JBL. Thanks, Tony Chimmel. JBL. Ball game.
1, 2, 3.
And there goes JBL on the first try. After 6 minutes, just about. So, there we go. I have now advanced to the 27th spot in the Royal Rumble match. And that was a long day, a long Friday for this show. Hopefully, heading into the Rumble, we're going to wrap up, before episode 30, but hey, we'll see. I'm attackslug. Thanks for watching. More videos every day, and I'll see you next time, right here on this channel. And I'm out.